I am going to go with, I went with Goro, mainly because I love Goro, and also he does help with my gameplay a lot, and we'll go through that in a little bit.
And you like a team of bigs.
I do. So just real quick, Goro has a couple moves. He has punch in the air, right? So you can do that. You can do that to sort of elongate combos sometimes, things like that. He also has Stomp.
You can't have Goro without Stomp.
Now listen, Stomp is different. Stomp takes your entire bar.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it is full.
See?
So I know people will be like, Stomp, you have to commit to it. And then finally he has a thing called the Omelet Toss, which is... I just did the wrong button.
No, that's Punch Walk.
Punch Walk again.
That's Punch Walk.
He has Omelet Toss, where he will throw you up in the air.
Omelet Toss.
Omelet Toss.
And he will... So that can be grabbed, like if you're ducking, for instance, that can be... it can be used to...
Omelet Toss?
Don't do that. So that's what I use. Now, I want to go through some of the strings, and this will all kind of make sense a little bit how he works. Probably my favorite string he has is forward 4-4, which is just hits the ground, pops you up. It's a low.
Did he make a little sandcastle there?
He makes a little sand at the end, boom, knocks you up. So for this, then you can start doing your air stuff. Let's go over the air stuff real quick. He has 4 unique grabs he can do in the air based off his air combos. So he has this, where he'll give you the old pile driver.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Which you are a fan of.
I am.
And you can see that
Choke slam.
switch sides of the opponents
Yes,
on
you can
that.
choose what side to switch. And then you can do this with different inputs. Oh, I did it wrong, sorry.
And when you say with different inputs, what do you...
Different punches in the air.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Lead to different things. So one is 1-2, the other is 2-1.
Gotcha.
And then he's got this one where he'll just... Oh, I did that wrong.
It's really neat to see the air combat extend to grappling.
Yeah, pretty much. Like,
He'll knee you away.
Yeah.
air combat, just a huge fan. I just love.
So
I'm
fun.
so in love with it.
He also has this overhead, which is so it's not it's not safe entirely, but it's you can throw this out there quite a bit because you get a big amount of pushback and you're back to back. He's got back 1-2, which is neat because this is that range where you don't want to be here, get a little closer, right? And that can be canceled too, so you can do like things like that.
Oh, you brought a buddy out.
I did. Let's do the throws real quick before I forget, because I know people get mad if we forget the throws, and I understand that.
They are very cool.
Goro comes in.
And Goro kind of got a glow up too, for anybody that didn't notice, right? From the earlier, first views of Goro, oh, he's gotten a glow up.
Oh, I don't want to forget this too, because I know people want to see that he does indeed have body splash.
And if a character has a body splash, that's instant means Tyler's going to play them.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is one of the cooler moves too. He's got, I think we've all seen the wall he can do.
He's got a little belly bump. Little belly bump.
And you'll throw him through the wall. And here's the other thing: you can kind of throw this out, like from distance. Let me get a little far away from you. You can kind of, even it's not a projectile, but it can be kind of feel like one in a way.
Right. And the beginning reminds me of how people block in No Mercy for N64.
It really does.
So that's important.
There
too.
it is. There it is. Yep. I'm gonna go over some specials now. So this is the one that changes his game.
Okay.
It's called Countdown, and he'll put a hourglass out, right? And this is what I was talking about, he wants to keep you out. Like, got it. Now I have 3 loaded. Once he has 3 loaded, he can do it again, up behind you, and now you are frozen, and the last move you take is the reaction you have, like the frozen thing from the last game.
Right.
If you meter burn it, you have 3 already. Now throw a projectile. I wasn't ready yet. Try again. So if I gotta read it harder. Go ahead. So if you do that, you can, if you're hard reading things like that, you can get behind him and whatnot.
Sure.
So once you have that out, the game changes.
Right.
They are afraid of moving. Now it's blockable. It is blockable. But the game.
How are you gonna block that?
I played with people when they're starting to read it.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Here's another thing. Go ahead and do some damage to me. Okay. Now we have it set to 1% right now, but when you do that, the other thing you can do is if you meter burn the snap like that, you can redo what you've done, go back to where you were,
rewind time,
and get your health back.
What?
Nice. And that uses the same clocks that you would charge for the
So
behind you.
You can charge the clock, and once that clock is fully charged 3 times or whatever, then you have multiple moves that branch from that.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, This it
There's
gets,
another layer.
It gets better.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't show you one of the different strings on purpose.
Oh, okay.
So you can do this. This string, as you see, brings out an hourglass. And guess what? That counts.
That counts.
It does.
Oh.
Let's move on.
That's cool.
Let's move on to another move.
Okay.
Sandstorm. Right?
Now, is there different distances for Sandstorm, or is it track?
Yes, there are.
Different distances. Gotcha.
It also can be a meterless launcher.
Oh.
Right? So you can be like this and catch them, but I didn't do that. Meterless launcher. Now, where they're standing in the sandstorm depends on where they like. If they're at the back of it, they'll fly backwards.
Gotcha.
If they're the front of it, they're front.
That's
forwards.
science.
Now, if I meter burn it, you got to set. See that another clock?
Nice.
It'll time out and then explode. So you're kind of controlling space,
Right.
but that also adds to your clock.
Interesting.
So
And that's going to force them to either advance or back up. Back up is good for you. Advancing, then
Right.
you can go for your mix-ups.
So, super cool stuff you can do with that. I really enjoy just hitting it, and then you can, that's something for later.
Oh.
So it could change the way the game's played.
Yeah. He plays his own game.
What I just showed was world stop, just back forward one. You can just stop time, and I can do this. Now I can go on either side too, where I can hold back and land there. If you meter burn it, it just turns into another time stop.
Oh man. He seems pretty nasty.
He is nasty.
He seems pretty nasty.
The effects are amazing looking too.
He definitely. He does have a command grab, which you can throw away, or you can throw toward. Oops, sorry. Like that. Now here's the fun part. Let's say you're in the corner.
Let's say you're in.
Now I would love Liu Kang to be in the corner.
Right.
So I can do that, right?
Yep, there he goes.
Or if I want to do more damage, anytime you throw someone away from the corner, you get the one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's nasty.
So if I'm throwing so you can give up good spacing if you want to cash out that extra damage.
Damage or positioning.
Like, is this gonna end the round?
Right.
If I do that, throw them out.
Yeah, totally.
At least I would.
Yeah.
So that command grab is really great. It can also it'll combo too. Like if it's in the air, you can't combo on the ground, but if it's in the air, you can catch people.
The range on it is also very interesting.
Yeah, so you can do it from close, but also right about here. So
Yeah, that's really, really
you
good.
always and also just point blank.
Right.
So he's pretty much good up close, mid, and far.
Far, he has a little more trouble far.
Sure.
Far, he's going to be able to set up his stuff.
I was gonna
but
say,
not
then you're
as
just-
much press advantage.
You're putting out
right.
clocks.
But
if
people
you're far.
also, you can start getting hit with projectiles during that period.
Right.
Right.
And also, you will notice the more you play against the GERAS, the snap thing, I've been blocked on it a whole bunch of times because people know that you're trying
Sure.
to set that up.
But now, obviously, then if they have the mental stack where they are then focused on blocking it or punishing it or doing fireballs, that means that's your opportunity. You've established that, you conditioned them. Now he could advance forward and go for his overhead, his low, his grab.
Right.
If you're doing something that makes the opponent pause, then you've won.
And is it more dangerous sometimes to hold it for a full round?
Exactly. Yes.
Right. And also, they may forget they're looking for the snap, and now they do a combo to you, and you just rewind out of it. You
Yes,
use it for that.
That's a great point.
So next thing we got, this is a, oops, there it was again, sorry. He's got this burst, right? Denial here, and it's just just kind of a pushback. You can
get off
combo
me.
it, right?
Nope.
But I would say that's not the only time you can do it. But the cool thing is, it is his metered. It does a
His armored move.
armored move. Yes, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So let's say I'm in the corner, and I want to wake up to it. I can. Oh, not me. There we go.
Gotcha. Get off of me.
And
Get
it's
off
really
me.
good if I get jumped on the in the. So
Yeah, it's just your
Right.
get off me tool.
yes,
For sure.
So he does have that. I mean, GERAS. It seems like he has a lot. I will say once you start playing it, it all sort of flows together very, very well.
Right.
Once you start getting the game plan down, he has this move here, which is really cool. So go full screen for me. I can do this, and now look, I am ethereal. Now hit me. If you hit me, I can take it. Oh, I can take a hit, right? So hold on, and then I will go back where I started. You can do that with projectiles.
Oh,
right?
really?
But now I can do things like this, where I will walk you down. I know I have I know I have a hit I can take, or I can walk you down, and you're like, "What's he doing? What's he doing?" And I can still do moves.
That's so cool.
Now here's where it gets crazy.
This has been pretty crazy already. Like, I don't know what the next level of crazy could be.
We've never done one of these. You're like, but wait, there's more.
There is one more thing which I've actually had QA make a video for because I am not good at doing it yet, but it's really cool. So the meter burn version will freeze time, and you're able to use your clone and yourself. You'll see. Let's take a look at that video.
Whew.
That's so cool.
Right.
It's really giving me some Kenshi vibes.
You know, that part is will probably be the last thing I put into my repertoire, and it'll probably be something simple for myself as just an average player. But I've already started finding things that I can do with it. So that's GERAS. I think he's a ton of fun. I've really enjoyed.
His fatal blow.
You're right.
I was gonna say he didn't do his fatal blow, bud.
Let's do that. Oh, right. So it is from about where you start a battle is where as its distance, and then it teleports to you and grabs you.
This is so painful looking.
He'll be fine.
Awesome. So that is